Another episode of Beat the Bookies. We got some NFL talk here, and I'm joined by a special guest. Very honored to have you on the show. My former boss, good friend of mine, good friend of the show, Dave. Dave, how you doing, man?
Good, man. Thanks for having me here tonight, man. Appreciate it, man.
For
My man moved
sure.
out to Houston, left me hanging, but hey,
Hey, I had to see if the grass was greener. But first, we'll talk about some games that kind of caught my eye. Ravens, Pats. How you feel about the Pats, man?
hey, man, your boy Mac ain't a Roni. He's not a Christian, man. He's he's a game manager, man. Like I don't know, man. Like I think the past whole offense is run through the run game, but I don't know. He could make some solid passes if he's not under pressure, but if he's under pressure,
It's
it's a wrap.
scary.
Scary
Yeah.
he is. It ain't scary Terry because he's out the building now, but it's scary Mac Jones.
I'll kind of defend them a little bit in that the coaching staff, it looks like it's a mess right now. I think we got Patricia calling the offense. That guy's just a disaster. But
It just depends on the week. They don't have a solid offensive coordinator. They
see, that just worries me.
I, this is unheard of in any freaking
See?
sport. It could be college, it could be high school, it could be like somebody got to make the plays. Why is at a professional
Yeah.
establishment making plays out of like let's pick and choose who's gonna run this show tonight? I'm not sure. Like, hey, Bill's a smart guy, but hey, who knows?
He is Bill's definitely the GOAT as far as coaches go, but the decisions he's been making the past few years is showing signs of might be time for him to just go on a boat and enjoy his days fishing. Because I don't know, Dave. Like the other one's Joe Judge, right? Is the two of them? I think alternating or some shit. But
Three of them. There might be three of them.
it's three.
That's just me. Who knows? I don't want to pass like that, so I can't say who's doing what, who's doing who. But I
Yeah.
just feel it might be one person, but Belichick wants to play mind games with the whole news and NFL, like who's following the game and all that. So who knows who's running what and who's running who? But
It's a good
that's
point.
just like to just not just solidify who's doing what and who's coaching this position or that position. But all that, like, I don't know, man. This is
But yeah, the past, I didn't watch them week one. I was just seeing the red zone highlights, and then week two, it was funny because the week two game was on CBS here, and I still wasn't even really watching. I'm like, this team just sucks. Like, there's nothing to watch. But they're hosting the Ravens. That's a more exciting team. And then the purpose of this is I'm gonna bet the Ravens, and you could tell me if that's a good idea or not. But I'm like, that's a good bet, right?
uh,
I'm just straight up Ravens to win.
never doubt a player that's on a contract season that got talent. And when it comes to the Ravens, right now they have all their top running backs injured. We got Dobbins coming back this weekend, but he's gonna be on a pitch count. But
Yeah.
their top running back right now is their quarterback, which is Lamar Jackson. He's gonna ball out. So I don't know what Belichick's trying to do. Is he gonna try to play the run on defense to try to stop Lamar Jackson because that's all they have on the run game right now,
Yeah.
or let's try to stop the pass game because hey, as you can see, in 2 weeks Lamar Jackson is throwing the ball. Speaking a tough one with the Dolphins.
That's what I was worried about though. When they lost to Miami last week, weren't they up 35 to it was like at least two touchdowns going into the fourth. That worries me with the Ravens.
Yeah, they exact them out, but they were down. Like I felt like the game was over. And then
Same.
and I didn't expect Tua to come through like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't see it last year, so I didn't expect it this year. So I doubt Pats have a Waddle and Hill on their squad. So
Yeah, true.
so I don't think it's gonna happen this week, but
That makes me feel a little bit better.
I think you got a good choice on that.
I feel okay about it, but I'll take the Ravens. Okay, next game we got on. This game might be game of the week, low key. Bills versus Dolphins. Now, in this game, I'm taking the Bills, so I'm taking the spread. It's 5.5, meaning like I'm basically saying the Bills are gonna win by 6 points or more. So not only am I taking them to win, but I think they're gonna win by at least a touchdown. But the Dolphins, I don't know. I'm not sold on them. I know they look good the past 2 weeks, but Tua, I don't know, Dave. I don't know if I'm sold on him yet. What do you think?
You made the right pick right now. Bills, I think they're the number one seed in the AFC in general. Like
Yeah.
no AFC team is gonna beat them. They got probably the running game is not what you want it to be on a playoff team, especially when the playoffs the games get tighter and you
Mm.
gotta like grind and make your plays on your running. But I feel like you got Josh Allen, you got Diggs, Davis. He didn't even play last week, and look what they did to the Titans. Like, that was
Facts.
bad. That was bad.
Yeah, that
And
was bad.
it's just they're all around in defense. They're not even there. White isn't that yet.
I know he started off the year like hurt and he didn't play week one. I don't know. I don't even know if he played last or on Monday.
I think he's not even back. He's a top cornerback. So like,
Yeah, he's tough.
if he gets back into form, like, come on now. Like, is the past little brother now?
Oh, see, you just had to throw that in there, huh? We might be the toddler in that division. Like it's us and the Jets crawling right now with pacifiers in our mouth.
Like the mommy tug right there.
But hey, you know, when you get 20 years of glory, it's all right.
Alright. What's the last thing you did? That's how the sport is. Not what you did previously.
It's fair.
Your last.
Buffalo though, like that's why I honestly took that bet. Like I feel as if they're probably gonna come out the AFC. That team is good. And I was gonna ask you, like with Josh Allen, like I did not see this coming with him for him because when he started, I talked about this too, but when he used like his first season or two in the league, he was throwing some crazy balls. Like just he was looking like Trubisky out there, basically. And then out of nowhere, this dude just became top five. So I don't know. Did you see that jump coming from him or did it kind of
Nah,
surprise
it
you?
probably did because like obviously he had the arm strength, so like his
Mm.
a lot of his errors because of arm strength. Said I'm gonna make this play, I'm gonna throw this ball, whatever. But like I'm not sure who's coaching him, the game plan. Like they figured it out. He brought it all into a full circle. Like he, he's making plays, he's throwing and running the ball. Like he's running the ball like a college football quarterback, like running over linebackers.
Yeah.
He's like,
Stiff arming dudes.
I'm not even sliding. I'm just running you over. That's like hopefully he's the last in the league doing that. But like, come on, he's a whole nother level. Right?
Yeah, he's different. He's definitely different. All right, the next game that I had, here we go. Packers and Bucks. This is a juicy game. And I'm excited for it because I want to see a lot of points, which is why I'm gonna bet the over 42.5. So I'm just saying both teams like combined score at the final is gonna be over 42.5. So 43 points or more is what I'm betting. And you know I'm a Brady guy, Dave. So this game is gonna be extra juicy for me. But yeah, what are your thoughts? I guess what are your thoughts on Tampa first?
This is gonna be a tough one because either quarterback got nothing to throw to right now.
Yeah.
We got Evans suspended, Godwin's out. We got
I don't even
Julio's time decision,
he's game time, of course, and I have him.
and you would think like, hi, Julio is about to go. Like, Brady resurrects some wide receivers, but if you can't stay healthy, you can't get resurrected. So,
Facts.
hey, so then you got Rogers, who got nobody, but you got Paul, like 10 years in. You know what I'm saying? He's the vet over there. Then you got Watson, who's hamstring injury.
That's the rookie, right? The one who dropped the big pass in the first game.
First pass.
Oh, I know Aaron Rodgers was so sick when that happened.
And he said, "No, I don't want to take this off. It's too hot." Um, and I think Sammy Watkins is on the injury report too. So it's just a game of defense. This game.
So maybe my over might not be a good bet then, the way it sounded.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's gonna be that. That's what I'm saying. The score is not gonna be. It's gonna be a low scoring
So
game.
you don't think they could give me like 20 to 24? Could that happen? Or maybe is it even gonna be lower scoring than that?
I feel personally it's gonna be lower than that. Like
Fuck.
Green Bay running the ball and also passing out the backfield is better than Tampa Bay. So I feel like it's gonna be a game of field goals this game because
Okay, that's not good news for me. Damn, yeah, this is I'm probably gonna sweat that one out. I was just hoping maybe see I should have probably waited till the Godwin news came out to make that bet. But I was just thinking, all right, they had a low scoring, it's been a kind of an underwhelming first 2 weeks. Maybe Brady just comes out. The whole goal is like we're just gonna go down the field, put up points. But like you said, if the guys is not out there, then you're asking guys to make plays that you probably shouldn't really be trusting. All right, I guess I can wrap up that game. And then so these are the two ones that I haven't made yet. And we could probably think this out together. Vikings versus Lions, just like in a two, like just straight up to win. Who do you like in that? I kind of like the Lions. They're the underdogs, so it'll give me more money. So kind of like we're gambling. But I actually like the Lions too in general. But what do you think? I'm gonna hear you out on this one.
I think Harrison got injured in the last game against the Eagles, so I'm not sure like because he plays a big part in the Vikings defense, and then I feel like if he's there, you better go with the Vikings because
Okay.
the Lions they kind
I
of
think they put a
like he's another one. Like, come on, man. Like a lot of stuff you talking about, like a lot of teams pass on you. Your own team passed on you too. Yeah, like you were the first pick in the draft, man. Like you was like fourth pick, and like you got your don't act like all these teams passed up on you, and like Lions are the only one. Like I understand you got to prove yourself, you got to make
yeah.
much respect, but don't be putting it on other players. Like last one, he just dissed the dude on the Commanders talking about.
What did he say again? I was just about to bring that up. What did he say?
Not like, oh, I think he put like 2 snaps. I think I didn't see him out there, but it's like,
Yeah,
he ain't played, but like
that's weird.
they draft off of what you did in college. Like they ain't draft off of like what you did in NFL and like
Yeah.
you was a outliner. Like they didn't know what you was gonna be. They didn't draft you on something like, all right, he's the number one receiver. He's the next one. All right, you good.
Like he was like a flyer pick, like one of those, like we're just gonna take a chance. If he hits, he hits. If not, whatever. Or was he even he? Oh yeah, because he was drafted. I was gonna say was he undrafted, but no, he was drafted.
I was
Um,
just like, don't say like, oh, teams passed up on me when your own team passed up on you too. Like it's not like the Lions had a pick and they the first time they saw you they picked you. No, they left you for hanging, and then at a certain point they're like, oh, he's still here. Let's get him. So what if like what's the Jordan shit? That's what motivated me. If
remember
that's
all
what
of their names.
yeah, if that what motivated you, that's great, man. But like, come on, man, don't bring down your other co-workers or whatever you want to refer to them as. Like,
Yeah, I feel that.
they're trying to make it life for themselves too. You know what I'm saying? But
No
when it
doubt.
comes to that game, I don't know if I can go with the line.
All right, so you're feeling Vikings on that. All right, I might see what that spread is. And then the last one was this one was a spread bet. The Chiefs versus Colts. They had the Chiefs at only 5.5. So I'm thinking in my head, the Chiefs are at least winning that by a touchdown, maybe more. So how do you feel about that? Me just taking the Chiefs to win by more than 6 points against the Colts.
I don't know what's up with the Colts defense right now.
That team is a disaster. For the first game, I'm so excited, and I'm just watching a disaster from Carson Wentz. Not Carson Wentz. Jesus, who's on their team now? Matt Ryan. Yeah. Like, see, I couldn't even remember because ever since Andrew Luck, it's just been a shit show.
They're the same.
Yeah, they're like the same. Yeah, they look the same. They throw the same. Interceptions look the same. But yeah, I don't know. The Colts, like Vegas is giving them way too much respect, saying they're going to keep that within 6 points. To me, I'm feeling good about the Chiefs.
I'm going with the Chiefs on this. Like, yeah. Come on, you having 0 points against the freaking. It was 0-3, one or the other.
Against Jacksonville, right? The last week.
I had freaking Jonathan. We ain't gonna talk fantasy right now, but like, come on, you couldn't score a touchdown. Like, I understand you got Pittman back this week, hopefully, but
yeah,
it's not the say all be all when it comes to the offense. Like,
no doubt.
This player, come on, you scoring 0 against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, that's pathetic. So we're feeling good about that one. That's a lock. I'll probably
and the Chiefs. That means at one point the run game is going to be obsolete because just like Jacksonville did it, it's like, all right, you're down so much points, you can't run the game. Run the ball anymore, so the game's over for you on the running side. You got to establish the running game faster out the backfield, but they're not doing that. So it's going to be another rough one, but
KC, we feeling good about KC. It was 5.5. I thought that was too low. KC by a touchdown at least. I must watch that game be weird just because I bet it. But KC, they look good. Like they look good against Arizona. And then who they play last week? Or yeah, no, who they play last week? Was it? Oh, it was the Chargers. Like Mahomes, that guy, he's just gonna take care of business. But all right, so those are basically my bets on these games. Now we can talk about what's on your hat, the logo, the Cowboys. I'll let you get the shine. I mean, I gotta admit, Cooper Rush, you texted me. There's more.
I put the star on right now for you. You gotta get the roast.
Week 1 was weird, but they look good in week 2, and I kind of like how they look with Cooper Rush, but the floor is yours.
Hey, man. Don't get too excited, man. We need Rush to just be a game manager. You ain't here to win the games. You here to get us in position to win. So if it's a field goal, that's great. If it's a running play, that's great. But for you to throw the ball to win, it ain't gonna happen with Cooper Rush. But right now, Rush we trust. That's the motto. You know what I'm saying? But he almost had 2 picks last week with against the cornerback Hill. He dropped them both. Thank you, Hill. Obviously, not saying Dak's the greatest quarterback of all time, but when he's healthy, he could manage the game. He could get us some. Obviously, we were the #1 rated offense last year, so it's not like Dak's still bum. So, but right now we got not the top. I'm not gonna say the top. We got a great defense.
That defense I think the defense is real. I'm with you on that.
Like game playing, he's on 4 sacks, 2 games, so two a game. So that's going eventually that's gonna help out D-Law. D-Law is gonna be on that side too, so you better watch out. Flower already got a sack, and he's just moving team. You know, he was like the first round draft pick in the top 10. So it is what it is, man. Them boys.
Is Parsons the best defensive player in the league, or you think it's still Donald? He's at least on that level now, from what I've seen. But you can answer that better.
It's different though. It's different because they play different sides of the ball. So Donald's straight in the trenches, straight in the middle. Micah, he moves side to side. So I can't say who's better. It depends on what scheme like you're trying to play. If you're
Okay.
trying to play, like I guarantee Arizona, the Rams, Los Angeles, trying to play rush up through the middle, make sure you got your line in. That's why they signed Ramsey on the side. But FSC right there, another team. But he ain't performing like he used to perform. But hopefully he gets back to his own. But Micah is just all around right now. He just like you say, he's a lion. He just wherever the praise at, he's gonna follow that. So it's not like we got a game plan. We got to put Micah here or whatever. Just right now, it's Micah. What we can confuse the defense. That's the best play right now. Because if you want to rush him, he's gonna get there. Obviously, he had 2 wins for it. He had 2 last game. He's counting them down, man.
Yeah, he's special.
I get that record.
Yeah, nah, and I seen him sometimes covering dudes. I'm like, nah, this guy's insane. But
Chase tried to say something about this. Talking about he's not what do you say? I can't say verbatim what the word.
I forgot what he said, but I know he took a stab at him.
Technically sound, but
yeah, he's not technically sound. Yeah,
happened last week, man. Come on, Chase.
God, back up the shit talk. Yeah, nah, the Cowboys, y'all look good. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, man, listen, the boys. Obviously, we're not without Dak or without any top quarterback. We're not gonna be what we're supposed to be. But as long as Cooper Rush manages the game, keep us in the game, the defense will make plays. We'll win. So we got what Giants next, and I think Commanders. I don't know. Just saying that name is weird. After that, we got the Commanders, and if we good after that, then hey man, the division right there we can keep going for. I'm not saying it's super. I'm not those Cowboys teams like this is our year. We gonna get it. This is our year. No.
Realistic expectations.
Like them a little bit. When they want to shine, we'll bring it out there. We'll put the light. About it.
Oh man.
Marion, you feel like
Oh yeah, y'all gonna start doing the Sean Marion. Oh my god. Yeah, nah, it's a fun team to watch. But I was gonna say, Dak. You think Dak is the guy that can take y'all over the hump?
the right plays around. Like obviously he was a fourth round quarterback, so obviously like he didn't have high expectations. Like he came through, he excelled as from what he got drafted at. Then he got paid. I think it was 175 mil, whatever that was. But
Yeah.
when he's on, he's on. Before he like after the I don't want to pass this pass, you know what I'm saying? But till that pass game, got the game winner, you know.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Liam, you know what I'm saying? But after that, with the calf injury, he fell off. I'm not gonna lie. And he hasn't came back since then. But it's like, what are you? Are you the Dak before the injury or the Dak after the injury?
Mm.
That's what we need to find out. And
We'll find out this year, probably.
yeah, I can't say what he is or what he ain't. I gotta see it to believe it.
Yeah, this was a pleasure, Dave. Thank you for hopping on. And yeah, everyone watching, check this out on YouTube, wherever you get your podcast. This will probably be, it'll definitely be out before the games on Sunday. So check it out. And yeah, thank you, Dave.
Thanks for having me, man.